Okay, everybody. So a few days ago, we had a delivery, and that delivery was the Long Island house isn't staged anymore, and a lot of the furniture that we were keeping, we finally brought over to here. And I just want to show you what we have here and how it's really changed a lot of the areas and rooms since we first came here. Now, I just want to show you not much has changed in my room here, but one thing I would like to do here is, I have that big flag over my bed, which I absolutely love. But I feel like, that wall there and this wall here could use some kind of picture or something else on it, just to kind of finish it off. I really don't know what, but I mean, I'll think of something down the road. If any of you guys could think of maybe a theme or, I don't know, something that can fit on these two walls, I would definitely like that. That'd be really cool. So, okay, so yeah, like I said, not much has really changed in here, but there's Bella over there. I don't know if you guys recognize this picture. Or a painting, whatever you want to call it. This was in the living room with the atrium window. That's the same living room, some of you may remember, that had the wood floor replaced in 2014. And that's where we got that from. So we were planning on putting this here for a while. What's really good is that when you... I'm facing the camera backwards as I go down the stairs. Like when you come up here and you just see this, it's just really nice not to see this wall be totally blank anymore. It's really great, and it really finishes it off nicely, gives something to have on this wall here. And it actually does go pretty well with the Murano glass that we have on there. That was from where was that from? That was from the dining room back when. This room is always the odd one out. Not much has changed in here. We do have some stuff on the walls now, some like space-related stuff, but as you can see, that's it. This room is still pretty empty. I think my mom might want to make this another guest bedroom. I'm not sure, but if she doesn't, I was thinking of maybe getting a desk for this room and maybe setting up... I have my old iMac G4 and G3, and I'm thinking of maybe just setting them up here because they don't really need any kind of internet connection. I mean, they're as old as they are. They're probably not going to do them much good, but, we'll find out. But maybe I could use the room for that. Who knows? We'll see what they think about that. Just an idea. Okay. Now, the other two guest rooms, you're really going to see a difference here. Let me show you. Now, doesn't this room look so much more... There's Bella again. Doesn't this room look so much more finished than it used to? I mean, let's walk inside and have a look. You remember the area rug from last time, but some of you may remember this. The dresser with the mirror, that used to be in the master bedroom back at the Long Island house. Some of you may remember. And Bella, what are you doing? She's like standing up there. So that dresser went into this room with the white drawers, if you remember. And over here, this is the same bed that was in the guest bedroom. I think I only showed it in the house once. The second floor guest bedroom that faced the front of the house, that's where this bed came from. And these two dressers also came from the Long Island... Actually, these have been here for a while now, but originally, way back, they were in the Long Island house's master bedroom. So that's where those came from. Both these lamps are new, so that's where those came from. We got a picture over the bed there. And yeah, this really... Like, again, this bedroom, just when I came home from work, and that's the thing, when I came home from work, the truck was already here, and my parents were already here getting stuff set up, so when I came home, it was just an amazing sight to see. Like, this really finishes off the bedroom really nicely. It's really made a huge difference in it. You probably will put a couple things on the wall here on each side of the mirror, but, we'll see how that goes. Just really cool to have that here, and yeah, this really came out great, and just... Like, it's amazing what furniture does to a bedroom, really. Even when we just had the area rug in here, it really wasn't much. The bed and everything else just makes a huge difference. All right, now, you may notice this little area rug we have here on the hallway floor here. This was in the Long Island house for staging. My mom wanted to keep it, so we just kind of put it here. I mean, it doesn't look all that bad. It's kind of, like, there, but, I mean, it doesn't really get in the way of anything, so it isn't all that bad. So we'll see if we'll keep that here. Now, over here is where we got some more changes. Let me show you. There's the TV that used to be in the master bedroom. That may go up on the wall at some point. Let's see. This table is the wooden... actually, the sun's kind of interfering. Let me go over here. This is the wooden table that was in the Long Island house's basement. Do you remember that? That's the same. It's just covered with a Christmas tablecloth right now. This is that same table I used when I repaired the Polaris pool cleaner. Excuse me. Remember that? So we finally got that here. Fun story. Back in 1980, when my folks got married, they moved into a basement apartment over in Northport, and this was their first table and chairs. The bottom portions of the chairs have since been replaced, just because of wear over the years. And when they first got that table, all the way to the Long Island house until about 95 or 96, this was the main dinner table. And then after the pool was built, we changed the kitchen table to that glass table, some of you may remember. And this was put in the Long Island house's basement all the way from then until now. And here it is up here in the playroom. And this is really good because, people can use this table to, just do whatever, watch TV, extra table to eat at, who knows. One thing I really think we should do, though, is, as you know, we have 4 lights in this ceiling. I think we really need a 5th one in the middle there to point down the table to give it some more light, I personally would love to have a ceiling fan up there, but, my folks aren't really a fan of ceiling fans, no pun intended there. And so it's like, whatever. But, it is what it is. But just kind of an idea. But definitely some kind of light there to shine down at the table would be great. So maybe in the future, who knows. But yeah, this definitely finishes off the playroom a lot more. Now, this guest room it really looks good. And Jay, this is the room that you've been in before. Check this out. Now, the bed's always been there before, as has this picture. But I mean, just look at how this room looks with the furniture in here. You got these other dressers, the little closet there, and this. I mean, really, I don't know if the video is doing this justice, but it's like this just makes a huge difference in the room. It's so much more finished now. This furniture also used to be in the second floor front guest room of the Long Island house. And this furniture, again, was also all the way back to Northport. This furniture was very heavy to move, they said, which I'm not surprised, because this furniture is solid wood from 1979, and back then they weren't fooling around when it came to making stuff. So really, this just finishes off the room so nice. It really makes, again, a huge difference. If you remember the bed and the picture was there, as was the area rug. The 2 dressers you saw in the other guest room, we had them here for a while, but these, we switched over to these, and these are just so much better. They fit the level of the bed so much nicer, and we got 2 lamps and everything. It's really, really great. Interesting little point here. This lamp right here is from the 1950s. It was my mom's for many, many years. The only thing that's not original, obviously, is the lampshade, is because the old one, I guess over the years, just got brittle and it just kind of fell apart. So we replaced it with this one here. However, we have been pretty good. We have been pretty good at keeping this as vintage as possible with the style and everything. We have a 60-watt incandescent light bulb in there. So, for a lamp this old, it's good to have a bulb like that in there, definitely. So, works perfectly for it. And I figured, a lamp from that age, from that year or whatever, put an incandescent bulb in there, definitely. Yeah, so this room just really came out great. And that's a glass globe up there that does light up as well. It's not plugged in at the moment, but this was my mom's from a long time ago as well. This globe, I can't show it to you right now, but it's definitely from back when, because it says Soviet Union up there, so that's from a long time ago. And again, this furniture just fits this bedroom so well, and it just looks amazing. Okay, let's head downstairs. There's definitely some things I can show you there as well. Let's go ahead and start with the first floor master bedroom, because if you remember, that bedroom just had a blow-up mattress for a while because, my dad was living on Long Island still. He's since moved here now, so their actual bed is there, and the dressers. Oh wow, just that room looks so different in like a very good way. I mean, really, like you walk in and you see the big dressers there, the lamps, the actual bed, everything in front. Like I said, you're not going to feel what I feel when I walk into this room, obviously, but just trust me, like compared to when we first had whatever was set up in here, this room is just so much more finished now. It's absolutely amazing. Let me fix the blanket here. The cat's probably been running around. And again, pictures on the wall, pictures over there, one on that wall over there, and there's 2 on this wall here. This room is just so much more finished than it used to be. It really looks fantastic. And just a mirror on the wall over there. It made just a world of a difference when all this stuff came in here. It was absolutely great. Feels like a finished bedroom now, you know, more comfortable. And there's like next to no echoing in here at all anymore. So just putting in this bed and these two dressers and, you know, this just made a huge difference. So much more finished now. And the lamps really go great with it. Okay, what else we got here? We do have, yeah, here's Marco. We do have the couch from the first edition that came from there. We put that over here. Really, it's not a bad spot for it. For those of you who may not remember, the first edition was originally my grandparents' room, and then when they had passed, we turned it into like the library. Basically, all the books and everything we put there, and it was also a guest room as well. So, as a matter of fact, a lot of the books from that room are in this office right here, as you can see. So we had a spot to put them, which is good. And yeah, so the couch is there. And, oh yes, over here, I think some of you people will remember this from previous videos. You can see we have some Christmas decorations and everything. Here's the Long Island picture. You guys remember this? This is really the best spot for it. You can see it's just a tad larger than the header up there, but really it's very insignificant. This really doesn't make a problem up there at all. And when I first came into this house back when, I saw this space up here and I was like, this was actually my idea. I was like, you know what? I think the Long Island picture is going to fit very nicely up there, and honestly it does. And I also picked this spot because the sun never hits up here, which is very important. No matter what season it is, the sun never hits up here. That's extremely important for this picture. So I just love how that finishes off this whole area. You know, it looks all nice and finished. There's no blank spots or anything. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry for the sun. It's kind of interfering with the lighting of this. But yeah, that just looks so good up there on the header. Really finishes it off nicely. And over here we also have, what is this? We have this sun-like thing. This was in the basement of the Long Island house by the table. Some of you may remember this from those tile videos I did back when. So yeah, that really came out nicely. And we might put something up here above the slider at some point. I don't know what, but I mean, just having this and everything else is a great finish, honestly. Same thing with this family room over here. We're going to find something to put on this wall eventually. We're just not sure what. Back on Long Island, we had a wall dedicated to like all the family pictures, like so many different family pictures. But I think my folks don't really want all that clutter anymore. So we're going to have to try to do something a little bit different. We could probably still put some family pictures up on this wall, but just not have as many all cluttered in one area. You know what I'm saying? And there's some pictures of family right there, though, by the thermostat. That works really well. And I guess that's basically about it. Just one other thing that we do have now, which is really nice. We've had this for a while, even before the delivery. We got this when we were at the Long Island house to winterize everything. In the laundry room, we finally got the laundry basket. It's so nice to finally have this here. Yes, this is the one from the Long Island house. You may remember from past videos, and just glad we kept this. I had told my mom, please keep this basket, because this basket is from, like, I think 1980, and you can see it's still in, like, fantastic shape. I put some adhesive pads on the bottom so it can slide and not damage surfaces, especially if they're on the machines. So, that came out really good. And one of the great things about this basket, too, is, as I expected, it fits perfectly below the door. Because, as you know, this dryer doesn't have the hamper door, so I don't want laundry falling onto the floor when I open the door. So if I just put this basket underneath the dryer here, like so, look at that. It fits beautifully, and the laundry just goes right on there, exactly how it should be. So that worked out fantastic. And yeah, so again, a vintage thing in the laundry room, a 1980 laundry basket. Okay, guys, and that's basically everything. So you can see we got a ton of stuff here now. It's really finished off a lot of the rooms nicely, and I'm sure at some point down the road we'll get some more stuff. But they'll be kind of like more minor things. But as you can see, everything we have here has really made a world of a difference in the house, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.